How high are you in a lifted van? There's the mighty Excursion next to me. A beast, even among other overlanding vehicles. Spent the night in Anza Borrego. I was able to catch the sunrise. I always wake up at like 11, 12. It's a record for me waking up. Whenever someone likes one of my posts on Instagram, I always click on their account to see what they have and give them some like backs. This guy liked a bunch of my van pictures and followed me on Instagram, so I gave him a follow back and I checked out his account. This guy is in Japan and he has a Suburban in Japan. A Suburban in Japan is massive, but what do you do when a Suburban and Excursion just isn't big enough? You upgrade to a van. Same account. So this guy had a Suburban and now he has a full-size van, Ford Econoline. And check this out. That's an awesome van meet they have going here. This guy right here has a Sportsmobile 4x4, and a bunch of these guys have pop tops. Really cool. It's really cool to see automotive culture in other countries. When I was younger, I always thought that other countries didn't like American vehicles. The Japanese actually really like American vehicles. They like Harley Davidsons, they like Corvettes and Vipers, they like Cadillacs. And the thing they don't like about America is our economy cars. And I understand they make way better economy cars than us, but they do like the big stuff from America. So import fans, this is their favorite car right here. The Skyline. Most import fans anyway. This is their dream car from something Japanese. The Skyline GTR, look at that price, $111,000. But for most import tuners, this is their dream car. But here's a car that's been getting really popular the last couple of years. $25,000, affordable, Autozam AZ-1. Look how tiny this car is. So the way it works in Japan, I'm not 100% educated on Japan, but the smaller displacement your motor is, the less you get taxed. This car right here, 600cc, 0.6 liters. So let's go back to what this thing costs. Oh, and this is AutoZam next to a Corolla. The Corolla looks massive, and the Corolla is a small car. That's the AutoZam. A Corolla is 1400cc, about 1.4, 1.5 liters. Maybe 1.6. The AutoZam is 600cc, 0.6 liters. So something like this was never released in America. So the rule in America is once a car is over 25 years old, you could import it. And I know there are companies that import cars like this, and that's the cost with the import fees, 25 grand. And of course, the big one for the rich guys is the Skyline GTR. A 95 GTR for $111,000. So what does a Ford Econoline van cost in Japan? I got a couple here. Here's some Econolines in Japan. And notice they list the displacement, 5800cc, 5.8 liters. And then we got a 4900cc right here, 4.9 liters. 4580, that's the 4.6 liter engine. And this one's 7500cc. That's the big block V8 right there. Awesome. So I went ahead and clicked on that one. This is the one to get if you're in Japan. So really cool. It's really funny that, that's how the world works, right? You want what you can't have. So yeah, the Japanese don't make vans like this. They don't make massive vans like American vans. So there you go. This is a nice one. Right here, let's take a look at the interior. Class B van. Let me get the interior shot of this thing. There you go. There's some interior pictures of this thing. So I'm pretty sure it works the same in Japan. They have someone import these, a company that imports these from America. So 2,225,000 yen. What does this thing cost? So an Autozam is about 25 grand for a tiny car in America. Skyline's 115. What would this big block 7.5 liter V8 van cost? 14 grand. I used the rate exchange calculator. $14,800. That's why this guy wanted a van. Not bad at all. So he went from a Suburban to a big van. So yeah, about 15 grand for the one we just looked at. That's not bad. So I'm guessing the import fee maybe about 10,000. I believe that's how much it costs to import a car to America. You buy a car at an auction, like companies like this I just showed you guys right here. They'll do all the work for you, but I believe there are other ways to get them. Like it'll cost like $8,000 to $10,000 to bring it to America, and then the price of the vehicle itself. So there you go, 25 grand for a tiny car. That's like, what is this, 1/4 the size of a Corolla? Or do you spend 15 grand on a van in Japan? So it's like opposite ends of the spectrum. So in Japan, they want the massive vehicle. In America, we want this tiny car. So that's pretty cool. So a little automotive culture in different countries. Japan Day right there. Let's look at one more picture. There you go. Van life in Japan. Is that Mount Fuji in the background? Very cool.